We were working on a 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee, sorry, and it was equipped with the 4.7 liter V8 engine. Now the 4.7 liter, in terms of emission standards, there were two different versions, the California and then the federal emissions. And this vehicle is equipped with federal emissions equipment, so it only had one catalytic converter and two oxygen sensors, one upstream and one downstream. And these oxygen sensors were only present on the passenger side bank of the exhaust. So the first image here is the crossover pipe on the 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee. You can see where the pipes come together. Right before they would come together on the image, if it were the California emission standard vehicle, there would be two more catalytic converters there. But since it's the federal emission standard, there's not. The next picture here is the catalytic converter of the Jeep itself. And then the last picture here is our data that we recorded from measuring the temperatures on that Cherokee. Now, we didn't see our cat light off until after we had warmed the vehicle up for 10 minutes and taken those measurements. We didn't see the cat light off until we started to hold the RPM at 2500. And these measurements here verified that the catalytic converter was working on the Jeep, because if the outlet temperatures were lower than the inlet temperatures, then we would know that the cat is not working. Alright, so here on our 05 Suzuki Verona, right here you can see, based on the catalyst sticker, that it has a TWC catalyst, so two-way catalyst. From looking at the car, we can see that right off on this exhaust manifold, we can see two different things coming out of there. Those are catalytic converters. And then plugged into the two catalytic converters, there are four oxygen sensors. So here are the upstreams. There's one. Right now we can't see the other side, but I'm gonna go under here. And then from the bottom here, you can see the downstream there. And on the other side, it's kind of harder to see, but there it is. So here on our Suzuki Verona, our ambient inlet temperature is 68.2 degrees. Alrighty, and then our outlet temperature is 66 degrees.
77.
So we have 77 for our inlet temperature up top.
What does it say? 119?
Yeah, 119 at the outlet. We got 102 at the inlet.
We got 120 at the outlet for 2 minutes.
Alright, 142 at the inlet.
And then 136 at the outlet.
That's closer, 115 at the inlet.
And 152 at the outlet.
Alright, we have 122 at the inlet.
And 186 the outlet.
Alright, we got 226 for our inlet temperature.
And 141 for the outlet.
Alright, we got 204 for our inlet.
Yeah, 262 for the outlet.
Alright, we got 373 for the inlet. Pause.
282 for the outlet. 282.
And we got 411 for the inlet. This is at 10 minutes.
We got 327 for the outlet.
Alrighty, so here I'm taking our measurements at 2500 RPM. See, our inlet is 384.
441 on the outlet.
Alright, we got 469 for the inlet.
457, 500-ish now.
Alright. Taking our measurements.
302.
So around 500 degrees, 530.
Alrighty, and now our last measurement. 541 and 625.
Alrighty. So doing our system-wide temperature check. Starting with the inlet of the converter, we got 324. Then going to the outlet of the converter, we're looking at 419 degrees. Just past our flex pipe, we're sitting at 345. Foot down from that, we're at 306. And our muffler here, I'll start at the inlet, getting 211, 208. Muffler temperature, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Other side of the muffler, pipe, we're looking at 200 degrees. Alright, last part of the exhaust, we're cooling down 130 degrees. Alright, 140 degrees here before the last muffler. And our muffler itself is around 90 degrees, 100 degrees. Alrighty, from our first chart here, you can see our data measurements for our 10-minute warm-up. Now, these data measurements, we had a little bit of trouble collecting them because the inlet to the catalytic converter actually has a heat shield, so we weren't actually able to get accurate inlet measurements throughout the entire experiment. So it was kind of hard to determine when our catalytic converter outlet was actually hotter than our inlet temperature, because we couldn't tell accurately what our inlet temperature was. Now, on this set of data here, the 2500 RPM hold over 5 minutes, you can see that our catalytic converter did light off. See, our outlet temperature is higher than our inlet temperature there. So that means the cat, at least that particular cat on this vehicle, is functioning.